Om. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Hari Om, everybody. Welcome back. We are continuing with chapter 13, one of the very, very important and technical chapters, Kshetra Kshetrajya Vibhaga Yoga with Swamiji. So, I would only urge everybody that this chapter requires quite a bit of focus, attention, and understanding. It's pretty technical in nature, a little bit technical in nature, but we have one of the finest acharyas talking, speaking to us, addressing us. So, please make it a point that you attend this very regularly. Thank you so much. Bhavana beta, we are all set. We can start with today's session.
ॐ वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. So we saw in the last class what is Kshetra was explained. So Kshetrajna is me in all fields. And the real knowledge is the knowledge of the knower and the knowledge of the field, which is known, field of the known, of the known field, both kshetra. That is complete samyak jnana. Then Krishna said, I'll explain to you what is kshetra, what it is, what nature it is, how it is born, what are its modifications. All those things I will explain to you, Bhagavan said. This was not my thought, already been sung by many rishis of the past. It has already been sung by many rishis in the past. So I am not giving you something new. Having said this much, now Bhagavan enumerates the field. So we shall chant 6th and 7th. Now see the count of slokas. If you take the first sloka, count as first the Madhusudana Saraswati, what he gave. He had written a question and put in the mouth of Arjuna. If you count that as one, the sequence is 6th. In some textbooks, that may not be there. The sequence is 5. So we follow, Gurudev has kept that sloka in his book for a better understanding for the students. Therefore, we are counting it as one. So this sloka now, 6th and 7th, we will chant together. 6th and 7th slokas we chant together, which explains the field and its effects or modifications. महाभूतान्यहङ्कारो बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च इन्द्रियाणि दशैकञ्च पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचराः इच्छा द्वेषः सुखं दुःखं सङ्गातश्चेतना धृतिः एतत् क्षेत्रं समासेन सविकारमुदाहृतम्. महाभूतान्यहङ्कारो बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च इन्द्रियाणि दशैकञ्च पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचराः इच्छा द्वेष सुखं दुःखं संघातश्चेतना धृतिः एतत् क्षेत्रं समासेन सविकारमुदाहृतम्. What is kshetra? First one, Mahabhutani, Pancha Mahabhutas, Tanmatras. That is, since you have been listening to Vedanta, those Pancha Mahabhutas without Panchikaranam, without the particular formula, the five great elements, five Pancha Mahabhutas were mixed. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi, space, air, fire, water, and earth. The elements in their own purity, unmixed, which cannot be seen, which cannot be understood. They are imperceptible to us. They are the ones who were created, that's the field. And their modification is the entire Jagat. Pancha Mahabhutas in a particular combination, the Jagat is formed. What is the formula with which all the five elements were mixed? And then we can experience this Akasha, which is supporting this matter, the Vayu, Agni, Jala and Prithvi, the space, air, fire, water and earth, what we are able to experience is after the mixture of the five elements in different proportions, given rise to the Jagat, the Srishti, the physical world. The formula for the mixture was different. So with that mixture only, different formulas are used, which we are not aware. All the different lokas are created. But in this world, this physical world, what is the formula with which it is created? You refer our Tattva Bodha class book, textbook, Tattva Bodha, where it was said Panchikaranam was explained. Panchikaranam. You can search and read about Panchikaranam, how these five great elements were mixed in a particular formula, half plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8. That is the formula. So in Akasha, half space, rest of the four elements are 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 8, all together. 1/8 portion of all the four are taken out. That becomes half. In space, that is the formula. Space is 50%. In Vayu, what we are experiencing, touch, the mixture of 50% of air, Tattva, plus 1 by 8 of space, 1 by 8 fire, 1 by 8 water, 1 by 8 earth. Like that, all other things are formed. So 50% earth only, Prithvi Tattva, plus 1 by 8 of other four, gives rise to this earth, which we are experiencing. So that is not the field I'm talking about. Tanmatras. Tanmatra means that alone, the pure. Tanmatra means the matras, the tattvas, Panchamahabhutas when unmixed, before the formula is arrived. We are seeing after the formula. In their original Akasha, original fire, original space, water and earth, we are not able to see it. So those Panchamahabhutas, Panchamahabhutani, field is experienced, kshetra, plus ahankaraha, ahankarta, ahambhavaha, ahankaraha, count, let us see. 5 Mahabhutas plus 1 ahankara. Then other is buddhihi, 1. So 5 plus 1 plus 1, 7. Avyaktam evacha, unmanifest, the mono prakriti, unmanifest. And indriyani dasha, 10 indriyas. Jnanendriyas 5, karmendriyas 5. So total how many? 5 Mahabhutas, ahankara, buddhihi, avyakta, plus 10 indriyas, Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas, 5, 5. So total 19 plus Ekam. What is Ekam? Indriyan Dasha, Ekam cha, mind. So 18. So for 18, yes, 18 plus Ekam, mind, plus Panchacha Indriya Gocharaha, plus 5 sense objects. So 5 sense objects, 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, and Panchamahabhutas, 20, plus Ahankara, Buddhi, Manaha, all these things put together is 24. So therefore, Panchamahabhutas, Ahankara, Buddhi, Avyaktam, unmanifest, plus 10, Indriyas, 18, plus mind, 19, plus 5 sense objects, 19 plus 5, 24. 24 tattvas, 24 of them is called Kshetra. They are called Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya tattvas are spoken about. Sankhyans, the field of entire manifested field. That's it. In the entire Jagat, only 24 are available. That is Kshetra. There is no 25th one. Rest all is interplay between these two, between all these 5, all these 24 tattvas. Now, having said this much, so matter, Panchamahabhutas, you see, what are they? Very, very minute. They are not seen at all. They are non-physical entities. They are not at the physical level. Okay. So, in the sentient world, we don't see the presence of, insentient world, we don't see the presence of the ego. So, ego is born as I in sentient beings. Anyway, this is the field, 24 field. Entire Kshetra. Ahankara also is a Kshetra mein la liya. So, Ahankara is a Kshetra, is a component, a constituent of field. So, Panchamahabhutas, mind, Buddhi, Mahatattva, and Buddhi, that is Mahatattva, cosmic intelligence, cosmic mind. From there, all the beings are born. All the other tattvas are born. Now, what are these modifications of this? These all give rise to Ichcha, desire. Is also in field, Kshetra. Desire. Desire means what? A state of incompleteness experienced by us. Desire indicates incompleteness in us. When I'm totally complete, full, those whipping desires, whipping passions, they all become absent. Think. For me to live life, Vyavahara is required. Sharira Yatra. Because Sharira is there, Sharira itself is the birth of desire, born out of desire. So, Ichcha. Then second is Dveshaha, hatred, is also in the field, Kshetra, field. Whatever I have not got it, but somebody else got it, I develop hatred. Or somebody is not exactly like me, I want everyone to be like me, but they are not. Either they are above me or below me. I hate. Dveshaha. Sukham, pleasure, is also produced because of certain conducive combinations of various tattvas of Prakriti. Sukham, Dukkham, pain, sorrow is also in Kshetra, pain. Sanghataha, aggregate, the body. Body is an aggregate. Sapta dhatus, aggregate, is formed. This is also in Kshetra. Chetana, intelligence, is also because of its conditioned intelligence. It is also a field. Chetana, Drutihi, fortitude, ability to hold on to. All these things are Kshetra only. Not Kshetrajna, because I know all of them. I illumine. When intelligence, oh, I am sharp, I am understanding, I don't understand, I am confused, etc. How do you know that you are confused? That is, in intelligence, Chetana is the field. I am the knowing, so I am the Kshetrajna. The knower is Kshetrajna. What is the nature of Kshetrajna is not yet told. Bhagavan did not touch Kshetrajna. He just mentioned there is a Kshetra and the knower of it is Kshetrajna. What is Kshetra? Panchamahabhutas, 5 sense objects, 10 indriyas, ahankara, mind, buddhi, and unmanifest. All the 24 tattvas are enumerated. And their modifications, their effects, Ichcha, desire, hatred, pleasure, pain, aggregate the body, intelligence. Etat kshetram samasena. In brief, I am explaining to you briefly, because the combination of these and the kinds of effects that it throws is innumerable. Countless effects are thrown with countless intensities, with countless degrees of experiences that create from the field. They are countless. All this is field only. So ahankara also is brought in the field, kshetra. Therefore, kshetrajna, we though for our understanding, in every jiva, there is a little knower, ahankara is a knower. But ahankara also is known. Ahankara also is illumined. I know I am egoistic, garvishti. I know I am garvishti. I am humble. I know I am humble. What are the ego moods are? I am illumining them. So the one who is illumining even the ego is kshetrajna. So ego, though ego says, I know this and all, but that is not real knower. Because it is also illumined. Therefore, kshetrajna is totally different from the kshetra. And samasena savikaram udahrutam. In brief, I have explained it to you, described it to you, udahrutam. Savikaram, along with the modifications. Along with its many modifications, I explained it to you very briefly. Okay, this was told. Savikaram udahrutam. Now, so ichcha, dvesha, sukham, dukkham, sangatas, chetana, dhruti, etat kshetram samasena savikaram udahrutam. Having said this much, with this, what explained so far, Bhagavan Krishna said, in the first question is kshetra kshetrajna, the first pair. In the first pair, Bhagavan said, there is a kshetra and kshetrajna. Idam shariram kaunteya kshetram tabidiyate. But this sharira is made up of all 24 tattvas. So in the cosmos, we should say all 24 tattvas are the field, cosmic field of experience for the consciousness. So he said this way, Bhagavan Krishna. Then what is Kshetrajna? One who knows this. And one who knows these two, the knower and the known, is the real knowledge. That is the real knower, and that is a jnanam, real samyak jnanam. It's a complete knowledge. I know what the field is and who the kshetrajna also. Having said that, then Bhagavan Krishna explained what is kshetra. With this, first pair is completed. Arjuna asked, what is Prakriti, Purusha, Jnanam, Jnayam, Kshetra, Kshetrajna? Krishna picked up first Kshetra, Kshetrajna. So both are explained now. Kshetrajna is indicated as the knower of the field. What is the nature of Kshetrajna is not told by Bhagavan Krishna. With this, first pair is completed. Now comes the from 8th verse onwards up to 12th verse. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 verses. They are very important. Now, these 5 verses speak about Jnanam. Jnanam. 5 verses speak about Jnana and Jnaya, second pair. What is knowledge and what is the to be known? What ought to be known? Arjuna asked Krishna. Second pair out of 3 pairs, Kshetrajna was told. Without highlighting much about Kshetrajna, Kshetra was told. Kshetrajna was told as the knower of the field. Now Bhagavan Krishna picked up the second pair, Jnanam and Jnayam. Knowledge, Jnayam, that which ought to be known, which ought to be known. Now see, the important is, so up to 7th verse of Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, we come across Kshetrajna indicated and Kshetra was enumerated. Up to 7th verse. 8th to 12th verse, Jnanam is told. Jnanam. Knowledge. That we'll see. 13th to 18th verses. 13 to 18, Jnayam is told. What is the nature of that which ought to be known? ज्ञेय वस्तु का स्वरूप क्या है, उसका विवरण दिया गया है भगवान के द्वारा फ्रॉम 13वां श्लोक से 18वां श्लोक तक. In the 19th verse, Bhagavan Krishna summarizes what has been told so far. So far I told you about Kshetra, I told you about Jnayam, I told you about Jnanam, and I told you about Jnayam. This I told you in brief. Like that he tells in 19th verse. So with that, Jnanam Jnayam will be completed by 19th verse. Kshetra was told, Kshetrajna was indicated. Now what is left now? Prakriti and Purusha. So 20th to 24th verses, Prakriti Purusha Viveka is done. Who is Prakriti? Who is Purusha? That was told. And 25th and 26th verses, various paths are shown to reach the Paramatma. Some reach this way, some reach that way, etc. And 26th onwards, Bhagavan gives final concluding verses, which goes up to 35 verses. Okay. So now we are entering into 20 values. Jnanam. Jnanam. Now, Jnayate anena iti jnanam. What is jnanam? That by which you will know is called knowledge. By the knowledge of an object, I will come to know the object. If I want to know a vastu, how will I know? I can know the vastu with the knowledge pertaining to that object. So when I gain the knowledge about the object, then the object becomes known. A vastu is there, physical body, physical object. How will I know? I must have, to know means what? I must have jnanam. So that by which, knowledge is that by which I come to know the vastu, the Jnaya vastu, the object which is to be known. So when as an object is there, what I will do? I will study with the help of a guru. What are the chemical properties? What are the physical properties? That is length, shape, size, etc. What is it made up of? What is the structure? What is the content of it? What are its utilities? Where it can be used? By whom it is to be used? What is its durability? With what substance it is made? When all these things I come to know, plus and minus, everything in utilities, how long it lasts. When I come to know everything about the knowledge, about the object, meaning how I will know when I gain all the knowledge about the object, then the object is revealed to me. Then I can say, I know this object. Okay. So what is Jnayam? That he will be told, that will be told later on. Jnayam means what ought to be known. But before that, Bhagavan Krishna, before knowing that Jnaya Vastu, because earlier Bhagavan Shankaracharya Bhashya we saw, the knowledge of Kshetra and Kshetrajna alone is the real knowledge. And when I know the real knowledge of Kshetra, which is constantly changing, impermanent, and it gives me pain, later on we will see this particular point. So Kshetrajna, when I know the knowledge of me, the Kshetrajna, the knower, I'll be liberated. So Jnaya Vastu is that having known which, in Adhyatmic sense, in spiritual terminology, that is known, to be known or ought to be known, having known which, all my limitations will come to an end. All my desire, all my confusions, bondages, etc., all my pain, the samsara will come to an end. That is Jnayam, which is to be known. What is the nature of that Jnaya Swarupa will be told later on. Now, what is knowledge? I said, Jnanam Anena Jnayate. That by which I come to know what is ought to be known is knowledge. Now, 20 values are given in these verses from 8th to 12th. How many? 20. In 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we saw 36 values of a devotee. That devotee expresses these qualities naturally, and we saw that those qualities are to be practiced by us consciously by every spiritual seeker in order to attune himself or herself with the divine. Here, to a jnanam, regarding jnanam, more refined values are given. And to achieve that, to know what is to be, that which is to be known, I have to prepare, I have to gain knowledge. So that by which I reach, that is jnanam. So there are 20 values are given here, 20. And these values also are to be practiced and observed. Mostly they are to be noted inside and they are to be dropped. 20 of them. And they are very popular, very, very important in 13th chapter, which all these 20 values put together, they are called jnanam, knowledge. It is knowledge. That by which when I gain this 20, it helped me in knowing the Jnaya Vastu. That is the thing. Now, what is that now? Preparation. So he says, Bhagavan Krishna says, 8th verse, we will chant. Amanitvamadam bhitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam shaucham stairyamaatma vinigraha. Just give me 1 second. I'm muting and Yes. Right, fine. So, again we'll chant this sloka. Amanitvamadambhitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam shaucham stairyamaatma vinigraha. Very beautiful thing. Now see, there are 9 values are given in this sloka, 9 of them. Amanitvam, adambhitvam, ahimsa, kshantihi, arjavam, acharya upasanam, shaucham, stairyam, atma vinigraha. 9 values. Now we will see one by one. What are they? First one is amanitvam. Amanitvam. Mana miyate manam. Mana means measurement. Measurement. Measuring. And people want mana, abhimana, mana means measurement. Amanitva means what? There is no question of measuring oneself. Mana rahita, meaning humility. Humility. But how this word has come? People, all of us, want to measure ourselves. People always, including me, including you, we always measure ourselves. Measuring. Skin is fair. My hair is soft. My house is beautiful. My children are good. My husband is extraordinarily intelligent and beautiful. My wife is beautiful. Think. I am very rich. This is called stula abhimana. Measuring ourselves with respect to what we possess. My car is good. My mobile is good. Latest mobile I carry. So these are all stula abhimana. I am measuring. Sukshma abhimana is what? Jnana ka abhiman, tapasya ka man. I have done so much. I am double PhD, triple PhD. I am qualified. I have experience. I worked in that field. I got a lot of experience in that field. I am a best engineer. I think I have this knowledge in this field. Everybody has got some knowledge. So everyone is measuring. So I measure myself constantly with respect to my knowledge. Tapasya. Oh, I have done a lot of tapasya. I have done a lot of sacrifices. I have done a lot of this. I have done a lot of that. Sukshma abhimana. Buddhi ka, I am very intelligent. I could solve many problems of life. I am very clear about it. I know. This is called Sukshma Abhiman. Bhakti ka bhi maan hai. Oh, I am done this kind of devotional practices. I am been doing japa non-stop for so many years. I go to visit this temple. Every year I go there. Every year I worship there. Every year मैं दान देता हूँ, दक्षिणा दे के आता हूँ. साधना का भी मान है. That I have done so many sadhanas in my life. That was a period where I practiced Hatha Yoga. That was the time where I practiced Bhakti Yoga. Long time I practiced. The lot of practices I did. That was the time where I was on pilgrim tour. साधना का अभिमान. And lastly, मुझे कोई अभिमान नहीं है. I don't have any ego at all. I am very humble. That is also another mana. So mana is measurement. And we are only having the field, kshetra, all this kshetra only, field only. So we are constantly measuring ourselves. Amanitvam, one who doesn't do any of these things. Because all are given to you by the Lord. Oh, you may say two things here. Oh, no, I have done tapasya, I achieved it. Then only God gave. So, okay, you have done, accepted. But what is the guarantee that God should give everything in what do you call in one go? Who gives the karma phala data? Ishvara. So when to get that phalam, Ishvara decides. In the world we keep hearing this one. Oh, I am eligible for that. Nobody recognizing my talent. Nobody recognizing my experience. Nobody wants me. Nobody is understanding me. I am much more capable than what others think myself to be. This and that. You may be capable, but right now Bhagavan said, I am not giving you any opportunity in those areas. I'm a good singer, but I don't get opportunities. I am better than great singers of the world. You may be. I'm not denying. But some karma phala, why it is not given to you, the Ishvara knows. So even though we have done our karma, when to give and which matra, how much to release the fund. Oh, I may deserve 1 lakh rupees from you. You may. You will also. No doubt. Okay, you deserve it. I vouchsafe for it. Agreed. But when to release, according to you, your own karma, it is in my hand. So मैंने कर्म किया, मैंने कमाया, that is true. But without Ishvara's grace, आपको कुछ भी मिलेगा नहीं. It is like you have a lot of money to purchase anything in the world, but you are in a place where those things are not available. What will you do? Long back, a movie also, some movie. Lot of money. So that to teach a lesson to the old man, they put him in a room and locked him, and he was only counting money. They want whole family want him to realize the futility of money. अहंकार इतना था कि मेरे पास पैसा है, पैसा है, पैसा. सब लोग घर वाले मिलके घर में रख के कमरे में रख के बंद कर दिया, खिड़की खोल के रखा है. One day he was happy. जाने दो, मेरे पास पैसा है. He just opened the entire almirah, started counting money and jewels and enjoying and slept. Next day he was feel thirsty. Nobody was giving water. Hungry, no, nothing is given. And after 3-4 days, he was completely parched mouth. He was begging, I'll give 10 rupees in those days. 1,000 rupees, le lo, ek glass pani pila do. They are not giving. Almost he became so weak after 10 days and almost collapsing. That time they opened the door and put him in a restful condition, gave him kuch pani, gine sab pilaya, made him realize the futility of the money. So we may have punya karma with us in bank, in reserve, but the opportunities are given to us by Ishvara. According to our karma, his calculations are different. We cannot understand why Ishvara does this, does that. So घमंड, मैंने कमाया, ये भी घमंड नहीं होना चाहिए, because ईश्वर के हाथ में है. एक बात. दूसरी बात है, हाँ, मैंने कर्म किया, वेरी गुड, आपने कर्म किया, बट कर्म का साधन, द मीन्स टू वर्क, हु गेव यू? मैंने अपने हाथों से पुण्य कर्म कमाया. हाथ किसने दिया? पैर किसने दिया? बुद्धि किसने दी? मन किसने दिया? माहौल किसने बनाया? विचार किसने दिया, स्मृति किसने दी, मेमोरी। व्यवहार मेमोरी के बिना चलता ही नहीं। So who gave us the very means itself to work hard? Think प्रभु, think. So ये भी घमंड नहीं होना चाहिए। फिर भी कृपा निधान परमात्मा ये मानते कि तुमने किया है बेटा, तुम तो फल ले लो। It is like, mother asking the child, okay, if you lift the bucket of water, I'll give you 10 rupees. But child cannot lift, mother and father knows. So father lifts actually the bucket and child only holds the hand and moves and says that, no, I lifted. Father gives money. It is like our karma and our phala. So there is a freedom given to us to act, no doubt about it, to Jiva. But the very buddhi and lagan, it's all grace of God. You have done it, agreed. But the very sadhan to do work is given to us by the God. Now I am talking to you. The thoughts are given to me by my Gurudev. Krishna's grace. The flow which is continuously bombarded with the thoughts, the mind and the brain, bombarded with the thoughts, mind and intellect right now. If that flow is stopped, I cannot speak. That's why Bhagavan Krishna said, be like a flute. Empty yourself, the music comes out of it. So Abhimana is there. Stop measuring yourself. Bhagavan Krishna says, therefore, Amanitva means what? Stop associating we should stop associating ourselves with all the limited things. Limited things should not be associated with our Swarupa. Our Swarupa is Nirlipta, Satchidananda Rupa. Our real Swarupa is Brahman. How can that infinite Brahman depend upon these objects, the field, the modifications, the little pleasures, little objects? How can the infinite Brahman measure itself by its association with the limited things? So amanitvam, meaning humility or absence of vanity. Absence of vanity. So Gurudev says vanitylessness. He would say vanitylessness. And he would say don't refer dictionary. In Telugu, there's a beautiful Shloka, Subhashitam. In Telugu, very many Shlokas are there. The Shlokas goes like this. Oh, I am the very strong mota. I'm the very strong snake. Thick body I have. A very lengthy one. Very powerful. Young and energetic. Full of poison. And he started speaking with everybody. I am strong. I am strong. Nobody can come to me. The snake. Huge snake. Such a strong snake was bitten by thousands of ants together and brought the death of the snake. Sumati Satakam, it's called Sumati Satakam. Sumati. Buddhi Deneval Shatak hai. Sumati Satakam. One of Shloka is this. Today the snake boasting himself, vanity, was punctured by little people. Ants came. And thousands of ants were biting. The snake could not control the pain and it died. Therefore, one mantra Puja Gurudev gave always to all of us. To keep ourselves away from vanity. Gurudev says, what you have is a gift from him. What you have is a gift from him. What you do with what you have becomes your gift to him. What you have is his gift to you. What you do with what you have becomes your gift to him. The body, the mind. In fact, whatever is given, good or bad, is a gift. Even from a bad situations which are created to us by the Lord, we must pray to God to understand that this is also his gift to me, to make me understand, to sharpen me, to chisel me, to make me more stronger from inside. Such situations are given to me. Oh Lord, this is what you wanted me to go through. How compassionate you are that you want to make me stronger, but make me stronger. Give me that capacity to go through it. So, first and foremost, jnanam, out of 20 values, Bhagavan, etad jnanam, this is all jnanam he says in the end. Amanitvam, absence of vanity or humility. In any sense, we are nothing except staying and existing at his mercy. Are you breathing? What vanity? I am not breathing. Breath is happening to me. Yeah, am I circulating my blood inside? No. Yeah, am I beating my heart? No. Yeah, am I taking care of digestion? No. I'm only supporting it. Unwanted food I eat, I create system trouble. But digestive capacity is already there. It is not, I don't digest food. Food is being digested. It is digested. The liver, the kidney, all the organs are working. At their mercy, I am. So this manam, measuring that this, I am that too with respect to the field which is subjected to change. And it is mithya from a Vedantic point of view, if you understand. So first and foremost, Bhagavan Krishna said, drop the abhiman, amanitvam, ma kuru dhana jana yavvana garvam, hardi nimeshat kalasarvam. Time is swallowing everything. आज है, next moment नहीं रहेगा. The Turkey during that 3-4 years back or 5 years back, when a huge earthquake came in Turkey. So one of the news came that one guy who had a huge building of multiple portions which he gave for rent. 30-40 houses he gave for rent. And he collects rent and a lot of money. He's a big rich man there. The whole building, so many floors with 40-50 rooms or even more than that, 100 rooms, I don't know, rented houses he gave, portions in that, like apartments. All that is collapsed, raise it to the ground. His photo was seen standing in front of that raised building. He became zero. So we cannot hold on a wave because wave itself is subjected to rise and it comes down. I cannot expect that anything, whatever I have today, it may not be there as it is tomorrow. It is changing moment to moment. I met a great Mahagnani, Grihastha. He wrote so many huge commentaries on Shankara Bhashyas and a great man. He is considered as one of more 253 and books he wrote in Shastras. Mahapandit, great man. I wanted to meet him. But unfortunately, when I wanted to meet him, he became sick and recovered, and then memory was not functioning properly and all. But light bits, light memory is hazy and all. But I met him, he would talk to me. But he was not complete memory and all gone. Just memory, just chip gone. All that knowledge, what he great man, adored, respected. So okay, some illness came, but that is how the life is. So first value is what? Amanitvam. I'll stop here for today because there are 8 more values. We will see one by one in the next class. These are very important 20 values which we need to spend considerable amount of time in understanding each word. So first we say very important we saw amanitvam, humility or vanity lessness as Gurudev would say. Let us not build any foundation on transient substances and transient things and what do you call? Yes, transient things. Like somebody, our Swami Sharada Priyanandamma used to be there. She is no more. Attained Samadhi long back. Great Bhakta of Puja Gurudev, Swamini Amma. She did lot of tapasya. She would always say, it's like somebody claiming, I got a permanent job. So Amma said, oh, very good. Where did you get permanent job? Which office, which department and all? The person said, Amma, I got a permanent job. Job is permanent, but the department is temporary. Then everybody laughed. When department is temporary, what is the permanent there? So the entire thing is permanent. No, temporary department. में permanent की permanent से क्या बात करेंगे हम? So therefore, we should not build our life on these false values, limited things. You can use them. Don't make foundation of life on it. Like I am rich man, owner of so many. Next day it is not there. So on that, I cannot base my life. Therefore, Puja Gurudev very clearly says, standard of life, standard of living. So don't crave only standard of living. Standard of life is more important. The quality of life. With which attitude, what is it? Standard of living is kind of cars you have, kind of buildings, kind of lifestyle that you lead, the extravaganza, jubilancy in life. Standard of living. Standard of living, I wanted to increase. But standard of life is degrading, decreasing. So humility is very important. Humility, humility, humility. Swami Chidanand Ji Maharaj, Puja Gurudev's Guru Bhai, Swami Shivanand Ji's disciple. Earlier he was head of Divine Life Society. Swami Chidanand Ji Maharaj, he attained Samadhi a couple of years ago. He was known for his humility. Humility, humility, humility. Great humility. So Swami Chidanand Ji means synonym for humility. That is a great. So Krishna says, first become humble. The first step, the first in the jnanam. Out of 20 values which he is going to give, which is called a set of jnanam, 20 values is one set, together called jnanam. First one is humility. So next class we will see the subsequent things of the verse 8. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.
Thank you everybody for joining today. We are all blessed to be really listening in such detail, such a wonderful chapter 13. So as usual, we'll be having our Vedanta class on Sunday, that's tomorrow at 10 o'clock sharp. We are studying Bhagavad Gita. We have just started chapter 3. Those who are attending, please do join us. Thank you so much. Hari Om. Bhavana, beta, we can close the session, please.
Yes, Bhaiya.